McGuire for Unit 4. We had a town hall meeting where some discussion was had about performance bonds from these contractors that come in. And if I recall correctly, you, Ron Ross, said it doesn't always have to be bonded. It's more so the people that have very high levels of work that have to be done monetarily. I think anything over 10,000, whoever we say yes to, a contractor, should have a performance bond. And it wasn't done. So now we have this big mess. I'd like to direct this question to the general manager. Errors and omission insurance. Do we have that? I guess you're not listening.
Note of it, he'll answer you at the next meeting.
Oh, at the next meeting. I thought this was something he would have the answer to tonight. It is an important thing to have. And if we don't have it, somebody's not doing their job. That's all I have to say.
Mr. Harris.
Paul Harris, Unit 4. I was volunteered to be the chairman, co-chairman, whatever it is, of the ad hoc committee for the wainscoting, which is what we're going to do with it now that it's up. And at the last town hall meeting, I did have two people who came up to me and asked to be on the committee. Vinnie Bruno and Anna Webster. I approached him today. He was nice enough to give me sections of the wainscoting, the chair, rail, and also the floor. So we plan on, I spoke to the people, I'd like to speak to them after the meeting tonight for a few minutes again. I'd like to go out next week. I want to go to Sherwin-Williams. I want to go to Benjamin Moore, and maybe even Home Depot, who provided all this wainscoting, to get their input. And when we get that input, I want to present that to the board at the next workshop meeting, which is in 2 weeks on a Tuesday morning, so we can get moving, hopefully get moving, and they can get moving on it and take it from there, so we can get this looking nice. The other thing is, I know this is my first time, 4 years, in the HOA deed restricted community. So I'm not too familiar with some of the stuff on the treasurer's report, so I do have some questions. I know most treasurer's reports are committees that I've been on, president of committees up north in Long Island I've been on. They always started the treasurer's report off with the beginning balance. Is our beginning balance for the month $231,611.73? That's my first question. The second part of that is, normally you would put that at the top of your treasurer's report. Then underneath that, you would then put your income, which in our case would be our interest for the month, our AR assessments. We do show plus or minus. My suggestion is to move that amount of money over to the left. The ARV fines owed, move that amount of money over to the left. Liens on file, move that money over to the left, and actually list how much we collect each month on fines and liens. And then we can have our other miscellaneous income. That would give us our total income for the month, subtracting our expenses, leaving your ending balance, which you would then carry over for the next month. Under reserve accounts, the same thing. We show interest. We don't show how much we're bringing in each month on the AR assessments. You would take the interest plus your AR assessments, and I guess if your $1,686,665 is your opening or closing balance, if it is your opening, you add those together, get a total for the month, subtract your expenses, and there is your opening balance for the next month. That, I know my 3 minutes are up, but that's what I'd like to see. I'm not talking about the floor tonight. I could talk about it in another meeting. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Would you send to me your written suggestions or email it to me either way you go, or mock up a copy and get it to me? Is what you just said. Okay?
I just can't make heads or tails on this, that's all.
Just give me a mock-up of what you're looking at, what you're thinking about.
Do you have an email I can, to give me your email after the meeting? Do it for you?
BOD, Board of Directors, at Brookridge.com. B like Bravo, O like Oscar, D like David, at Brookridge.com.
B-O-D, I'm sorry.
B-O-D,
Right.
at Brookridge.com.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Wells.
My name is Cathy Wells. I live in Unit 6. I am here tonight in support of Ron Ross, not only as my neighbor, president of this board, but mostly as a friend. Ron Ross is the most kind, caring, considerate, giving, and most importantly, honest person you will ever meet. He will do anything to help anybody. I know this firsthand. He is the kind of person I am truly happy and proud to call my friends. He is the kind of person I want in my corner and to sit as president of this board. I know without any doubt that in any situation that arises in this community, it will be dealt with fairly, honestly, and truthfully, and in the best interest of the people of this community. With that said, it is very upsetting to me to hear of the people going around telling lies and starting rumors about Ron. I am pretty sure I know who is responsible for these actions. Ron listens to what people say, what their worries and concerns are all about. He doesn't just talk down to us as if we're beneath him. He actually cares. Ron Ross has put his heart and soul into being president of this board here at Brookridge. It is terrible that people find it necessary to lie and start rumors so that they can try and push him out as president just so they can try to step in. Those spreading the lies and rumors do not care about his feelings or anybody else's. How would you feel if somebody was spreading lies and rumors about you or a member of your family? I hope that you, the community of Brookridge, will stop and realize just what exactly is going on behind Ron's back, but also support him. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ron Ross, for such a job well done and for being a wonderful man.
Are there any comments? Ms. Metcalf?
You know, I have to come over here because when I'm sitting up there and people are, oh, Gail Matt, Unit 6. When I'm sitting up there, I don't realize that all of you here are like ignoring everybody here, and we hate to do that. But anyway, just a couple of things. Last month, there was an email from a finance person and who wanted to discuss safe ways of making more money on the reserve, and I'm wondering if there's been any discussion with this person.
gentleman from Merrill Lynch.
Yes.
Mr. Benoit, firmed with him, he asked him to view our website, which he did in our last meeting. He contacted me, and I have a 9 a.m. appointment with him tomorrow morning.
Okay. I'm interested to see what the outcome of that is. Second thing, rumors. Last week I heard at the budget meeting that we were over budget by $100,000 for this floor. Totally wrong. I think we're 15,000, but we've done a claim to get all of that money back. I also heard a rumor about the $30,000 for the administration bathrooms. It is not a Taj Mahal there. It is not just for the bathrooms. There's a complete renovation going on at the administration office to make things better for the public to come in and have a little privacy, and to make the office work a little bit better. And you know, part of that is because Miss Vivian gets a lot of crap from people, and I'm not afraid to say that. Like the person who got a $100 fine, Vivian has taken a lot from people, and we fined at least 4 people in the last 2 years for Vivian. So part of that renovation at the administration office is for safety of our employees. Just saying. Third thing, budget. You hear the rumors, oh, we're not going to give you any money. We're not giving the money to them, okay? We're giving it to us to run our community. This community has been run on a flat budget for 3 years. Everything has gone up. And you can say what you want about the general manager. Can I have another minute? Can I have another minute? This is a good thing. Our general manager, I worked with him for 3 years. He can take blood out of a stone. And if you do not pass this budget, whether you pass the amendment or not, but this budget, you see this clubhouse? This clubhouse could easily get shut down at 5 o'clock every night. All of the programs that we have at night, they're going to have to be during the daytime, because this is a large part. We all use this, and that $2 a month is going to help us. So you can retaliate whatever you want, but don't hurt us residents in Brookridge. Thank you.
Any other comments? Mr. Bizio.
I'd like to, one thing, I'd like to thank this tonight, Vince Pizzo, Unit 3, I think. Considerable work went involved with the library this year, and I'd like to thank 2 people, Henrietta Charbonneau and Lori Lakey. They went through the books after we did the demolition of all the old paneling, and we put the old stuff up, cleaned everything up, dusted off all the shelves, and then get rid of all the old books. And I would personally like to thank them very much. They probably had almost 40 hours into it by themselves. So I'd like to make a nice round of applause to those 2 ladies, those our librarians at night, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Other member comments? Seeing none?
I'd just like to say one more thing, because, oh, by the way, Ron spoke. I have another year on my term, so Paul, you can't take my place yet. I'm kidding, but, you know, I have another. Anyway, I have a figure here of $91,534.95. That is the total of the liens on file. That is money that is owed to this community by individuals who don't want to pay their fines. And because they don't, you all have to make up for that difference. So they could be your neighbors, they could, who knows? I mean, we cannot disclose who they are. But the point is, there's over $90,000 that we could put in our operating budget if these people would pay what they owe in fines. They break the rules, they ignore deed restrictions, and they say, I don't care. Plus $43. It's a lot when it adds up to 91,000. So consider that too, that these people, I won't say what they are, but because it's not polite, but I'm just saying, my husband says they're criminals, but they're not squatters, but I'm just saying.
Easy, decorum.
We can't, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, just keep that in mind too, that those people that don't pay their fines are hurting all of us.
And I would like to make, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I would like to make a comment on, for the board of directors. I encourage for anyone who feels that we're not doing a good job, and we are doing as good a job as we can. We're not financial wizards, but we don't do anything on purpose to hurt Brookridge. And I would encourage anybody and everyone that is interested in sitting up here to please turn in your resumes and run for the board of directors and just give back to your community the way we've tried to do. Thank you.
Seeing no other member comments, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion by Sajak, second by Smith. Meeting's adjourned.
I'll pay for it tomorrow.